Hi y'all, I'm Melissa and welcome to Oh My Word, Melly. So as I talk on a lot about romance books, mostly in my previous videos, I thought why not talk about some fantasy books that I want to read and that I still haven't read, and I thought I made this New Year's resolution, right, to read more fantasy as well or to incorporate more fantasy books as well, not only focusing on romance. I thought now it's the ideal time to do that. If y'all have no idea what I am talking about, y'all can click on the link up here and check that out. Anywho, in today's video, I thought of talking about 4 fantasy duologies that have been completed already and that I really need to read. It has been on my TBR for ages, on my radar for ages, and I have heard people recommending these so much that I wanted to see what these are about, and I thought maybe I'll dedicate April to be reading only fantasy. I know, not reading a single romance. I have no idea how April is gonna be. Anywho, let's check out these duologies. And I'm only talking about 4 because my plan is to read these in April, and if I talk about more than this, I don't think I'll be able to read that much in April. I don't want to be this overconfident person, and then if I don't read those, it will just drive me crazy. So 4 duologies it is. I have spoken about this even in my uppercase YA reading challenge. Again, click here to check that out. So the first duology that I'm going to start with is Six Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim. I absolutely love the synopsis of this. I know some of my friends had a buddy read I think a month ago, and they were devouring these 2 books. So in this duology, we have Six Crimson Cranes, that's the first book, and the second is The Dragon's Promise, which was released just last year. So Six Crimson Cranes has a 4.25 rating on Goodreads, whereas The Dragon's Promise has a 3.81. Based on what I have heard around, I think the first book had a better, I don't know, people love the first book compared to the second, and maybe that's why there is a difference in ratings. I don't know. Let's read and find out which book I enjoy. First thing, okay, I have to tell, these 2 covers are beautiful. I am just awed by the covers. I think both the UK and US versions both are just amazing. I think I need to do a post on Instagram or I don't know, a reel where I compare the UK and US covers, because guys, especially of this duology, I just love both. I think I like the UK one a tad bit more. Anywho, this is a YA fantasy duology with an Asian mythology retelling of the wild swans mythology, and it has full of forbidden magic and royal characters or royalty. I think this princess discovers that she has magic, and and she has a stepmother, so very Cinderella-ish plot, and fairy tale vibes, as well as I have seen that people are commending, really enjoying the world building, the writing. They are saying it's so whimsical, so fast paced, so that I really need to see it. And they have evil stepmothers and curses. I don't know, Cinderella, I don't know, curses, God, okay. And arranged marriages also, demons, dragons, cranes, and a plot revolving around sacrifice, sibling bonds, and as well as a tad bit of sweet romance. So that doesn't mean April is going to be non-romance at all. I think at least something to compensate on me not reading only romance books. Anywho, and adventures, and I've been told that this duology ends in a happily ever after. So I really need to see, I think I have read sort of Kaigan, which is set in the Asian culture or that tradition, but I really need to see more on what this is. I want to read more retellings because I absolutely loved The Clash of Fate and Fury by Rachel Menard, which is also a Greek mythology retelling of Hercules and all that. So you can check out that review also by clicking up here, but I really want to check out the Six Crimson Cranes duology. If you all have read The Dragon's Promise or the Six Crimson Cranes duology, do let me know your thoughts on it in the comments down below, because I would really like to hear y'all's thoughts. And like, I'm so excited that I'm going to read it. Like, I can't wait to read it as well. So yeah, if y'all still haven't, I think y'all should check it out, because the synopsis, the plot, the storyline sounds so intriguing, and that's what was drawing me towards reading this book as well. So the second duology that I want to talk to y'all about is the Poison Heart duology by Kaylin Barron. And this is the same author of Cinderella is Dead, which I still haven't read either. That's a standalone. If you all have read that, I have heard a lot about that book too. So this duology, the Poison Heart duology, has this Poison Heart as well as this Wicked Fate as the two books. So this Poison Heart has a 4.17 rating and this Wicked Fate has a 4.06 rating. And like, I saw on Goodreads like non-spoilery reviews where people enjoy this. So this is like a YA fantasy contemporary mystery kind of setting, and it has like a retelling of Greek mythology and the Secret Garden. Like, it's like a spin-off or a twist between a Greek myth and the Secret Garden. When I was growing up, I used to love the Secret Garden, even the like movies. I absolutely love it. I have watched it, I think, recently as well. So a spin on it, a retelling of it, yes, count me in. So this has like a people of color representation as well as LGBTQ characters. So even better, the more diverse, the more I enjoy the book. And it has elemental magic, because if I'm not mistaken, one of the characters from the synopsis that I read has the power to control plants, like grow plants. Yeah, I absolutely love magic. So it has like magic, adventure, gods and goddesses, treasure hunts and all that. And I'm like, yes. Like, if it's fantasy, it needs to have all those, right? So that's what, I don't know, intrigued me in this duology. Have you all read it? Let me know. This duology has been on my radar, I think, since 2019 or since I started BookTube, and that is The Daughter of the Pirate King by Tricia Levenseller. This, I have seen so many people on BookTube itself talk about this. I know, like The Clockwork Reader, The Story Ain't Over, they have spoken about these, and like so many other people on Bookstagram as well. So this duology has two books, of course. That is The Daughter of the Pirate King, which has a 4.0 average rating, as well as the second book is The Daughter of the Siren Queen, which has a 4.1 rating. So it is also a YA fantasy romance book. Yes, I love this plot. Like, ever since I read House of Salt and Sorrows, which had a sea themed, I was like basically attracted to books with the sea theme, because this has mermaids, pirates, sirens, secrets and adventure. And like, I know it has like somewhat of a historical fiction setting, but like, it's fast paced, I was told, and it has like strong female main characters, like badass female main characters. Why wouldn't you want to read a book about mermaids and pirates and sirens? Like, I absolutely love it. Like, do you all like watching Pirates of the Caribbean? Because I love that entire, I don't know, series of movies. So yes, count me in. I really want to read it. I'm intrigued, and I have heard like people loving this, and just reading these in one sitting, like each book in one sitting. So yes, I love fast-paced books and books that finish in one sitting, because then I can read more. Anyway, this has like tropes of forced proximity, one bed, and enemies to lovers, found family, like, yeah, so many tropes that I like. And it has like treasure hunts, sword fighting, and morally grey characters, and also like revolves around loyalty and friendship. I think in book one, this particular pirate king is finding a missing piece of the map, and he sends his daughter to this enemy ship who has that missing piece, and that's where it all starts. And like, I really, really want to read it. Y'all need to read these as well. So add them to your TBR because I have been dying to read it. And like Naf said, I am going to read it somehow this year. Plan is April, guys. I'm trying to stick to it. The final duology I want to talk to you all about is All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace. Guys, this is similar to the Daughter of the Pirate King duology because this also has a sea theme. Anyway, the two books of this duology is All the Stars and Teeth. This has like a 3.68 average rating, whereas book 2 is All the Tides and Fate, which has a 3.79 rating. From the reviews that I read, like most of the people like the second book, the ending to the duology, than the first book. Let's see when I read, I guess. So this too again is a YA fantasy with like a tad bit of romance, I was said, and magic, pirates and mermaids and adventures. Of course, I am going to love it. And this book has like again books with a royalty, so like, yeah, royal characters. So I love books with royalty in it or royal representation. Maybe I'll do a video on it soon, like books with royal representation, because I like when books revolves around royals. Anywho, it is like a quest and dark secrets, gods and monsters, and a found family trope in it. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is something where it's like a Little Mermaid retelling rather, but they use their voice for very dark and gory things is what I recall faintly. So I really need to read it. Like when I was small, like my mom had this Little Mermaid book. Just give me a minute, let me see if I still have that book. Well, that was a failed attempt. I could not find that book. Anywho, like I used to love reading The Little Mermaid, and I was told like this is like a very dark spin on it, but people have really enjoyed it. So I really, really want to read it. So let's see. So those were the 4 fantasy duologies, which again are completed, that you all could pick up and read, that have been on my radar for so long that I finally am going to read it. I'm so stoked about it, guys. Anywho, whether I enjoyed them or not, y'all will have to wait for my April's reading wrap-up video. I know that's like a month away. In that, I will tell you all everything that I thought about the book and my reading experience of each of these books. So until then, I think this is the time for me to wrap up the video. So if you all enjoyed these books, enjoyed these recommendations, and like are intrigued to read them, please do add them into your TBR right away. And if you all did enjoy my video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well as share this with friends and family. Also, if you want to see more of my videos, don't forget to click on the subscribe button as well as the little bell icon so that you'll get notified every time I post new videos. And with that, I think it's time for me to say bye from Oh My Word, Melly.